Have you ever listened to The Used?
I never did. No.
They're from Utah, and they have some pretty heavy stuff. Well, this guy Bert is from Utah. So anyway, I just want to play a little bit of this
story. We were with Prophets of Rage.
So this is him talking about being in Indonesia with the guys from Rage Against the Machine, basically. Prophets of Rage, which is Rage Against the Machine with Be Real and what's his name? Chuck D. But this is a pretty funny story, I think.
Staying at the same hotel, and they're like, hey, if you find any weed, let us know, and vice versa. If we find any weed, we'll let you know. And for those of you who don't know Jakarta, it's like chop your face off, kind of illegal. But we have a friend.
The guy this guy on the right, I think he's the bass player for Avenged Sevenfold.
Oh.
This is his podcast, Drinks with Johnny. And it's funny because they talk about it in this. Neither of them drink anymore. He's like, yeah, I quit drinking. Like, I don't really drink anymore.
Friend who came from the Philippines who brought like a little pen. He's like, this is THC juice. We're like stoked. So we're like hitting it. And 30 seconds later, we're on acid, like full, like, holy shit. So we run into the Prophets of Rage guys in the hallway, and we're like, I think we found some weed. No. So we go up to my room, and the bass player of Rage is hitting this thing, and we're like, dude, be careful, man. We don't really know what the fuck. He's like, I smoke with Cypress Hill every day. I'll be fine. He hit the thing, was laid out on the bed. Like, what the fuck did you do to me? We thought we killed the bass player of Rage Against the Machine.
Wait, are you sure it was acid? I mean, I've never even heard of acid being in
no,
it's like DMT, but like
no, it wasn't acid, but it was some kind of synthetic, some kind of trippy something. Definitely not acid, but yeah, something.
You know what I bet it was is this stuff called salvia. There's this legal plant called salvia that for a while was kind of trendy to smoke. And if you smoke it, it's like a psychedelic trip, but it's really short-lived. But it's like really intense. Like I had some it only lasts for like 90 seconds, but it's like fucking like I've done psychedelic drugs and that shit I lost control on. I was like, whoa, I don't know. I can't even move. I'm just like floored by this. So it could be something like that.
And that felt extremely close. So we almost killed the bass player of Rage with a synthetic.
So I'll just show this one more. He talks about he's staying in Australia. I've
been out here for 11 years, I think.
11 years.
Yeah, it's wild.
How are you digging it, man? You picking up the accent yet, or what?
I don't think I'll ever get the accent. I can't even do an Australian accent, mate. I'm loving it out here, man. It's a beautiful place to live. I have 2 little girls. It's an amazing place to raise children, and yeah, a lot of stuff about Australia that's just kind of makes the U.S. feel like a big pile of shit.
Well,
I thought that was an interesting statement.
Yeah, I wonder what he means by that.
He hates America. That's our headline for this piece. Bert hates America. I'm kidding. I'm sure he has some very interesting and valid points to make.
Well, you just really made all of our American listeners really upset with that comment. But, fuck them anyway, right?
America's great. There's more freedom in America than anywhere else, but I think that safety-wise, Australia's kind of got the lockdown.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it sound appealing, to be honest.
Yeah, I guess I'm too American. I like my freedom.
Yeah, I mean, even with the COVID stuff, when I think back on it, I at the time worked with people who were in Europe, and it was way harsher over there. Even California was pretty bad, but county to county here was different. LA County was kind of harsh, but Ventura County was kind of not as harsh. So it was.
But Sweden was an exception, wasn't it?
Yeah, Utah too. Utah was I think like the way it should have been, like you libertarian paradise, like okay,
Sure.
you do as you please, just accept the consequences.
Yeah. Well, they had some rules and stuff here in Twin Cities, Minnesota, but like we have a ton of friends. We used to live up in northern Wisconsin, and that was just like, do what you want, like whatever.
The band I'm interviewing tomorrow is from Wisconsin.
Who's that?
They're called the Almas. I just scheduled it today through their rep who.
Huh.
But okay, so I thought this was cool too, because he talks about we should do a piece on this actually. Listen to what he asked him.
Is there in the pop world? That brings me to the question, like, what was your first record that was yours, maybe purchased or was given to you regardless, but like the one that, everyone has one that like, this is my record and this is something that made me want to do music. What was that for you?
Yeah, I had vinyl of Thriller that I just played over and over and over and over and over. That was probably it for me. I remember I skipped school to watch Michael Jackson live on MTV. And I knew from that moment that's what I wanted to do with my life. I was like, I want to be up there making people smile. That's fucking it.
Dude, so cool. Were you like all of the rest of us, though, like in the living room trying to do Michael Jackson dance moves, too?
Of course, yeah.
Had to be, man.
And I'm terrible at it.
That's why you had to go into the rock world, because you have to be able to dance like that if you go into the pop world, right?
So Bert is actually releasing a pop album. I think that's one of the reasons he's doing the podcast circuit right now.
Okay.
He's doing.
Yeah, I got a pop record coming out, solo record.
Oh shit! Yeah, I know you've worked with what was it? And not that long ago, you worked with Demi Lovato.
Right. Yeah, she's awesome.
And then what's this pop record? I'm excited now, dude. I didn't know you're doing a pop record. I heard something about your solo stuff, and I thought it was some of the stuff that you've done with, your features with MGK, as I mentioned, Demi Lovato. But you're saying you got like a whole pop record coming out, huh?
Yeah, we did. Feldman and I did 24 songs, so now we're just down to picking them out. First single comes out the end of May. We're really pumped. It's gonna be fun,
dude. I can't wait to hear it.
I'll send you some.
Dude, please, because fucking talking, I just want to talk about pop music with you now, and fucking just fuck all the other shit.
Yeah.
What kind of pop are we talking about? What's some of the is it the inspirations we just talked about? I mean, are you going off into some different places?
Yeah, it's all over the place. There's some Backstreet Boys type of pop on there. There's some kind of more dirty pop. There's lots of dancey stuff. It's gonna be fucking exciting.
Dude,
it's all the stuff. It's all the stuff that I would fight to put on the used record.
Do you get a lot of?
Is he serious or is he trolling?
You get a little pushback?
No, he's 100% serious.
Wow.
Yeah.
When you try and put some of that shit on there, or what?
My band's been really supportive. It's been pretty incredible. They know I'm just doing it for fun. And the name I'm going by is Robbie the Used, so it can only help the used, I imagine.
I was wondering, because I saw your Instagram handle as Robbie the Used. Is he singing on it too?
No, but he's
works
a big
with,
part.
like, I don't know if you know this, but John Feldman, he's from the band Goldfinger. He kind of like led this like wave of screamo in the early 2000s production wise. Like he broke the Used and the band's Story of the Year.
Okay.
So
he's talking about working with John Feldman.
But we did all the songs together, so he's just a maniac. He knows about every different type of music. He knows how to make any sound you want to make. It's pretty incredible and so much fun. So much fun working with him. I could write a song with him every day for the rest of my life. He
kind of plucked the Used up out of where I grew up in Orem and made them famous, basically.
And how are you guys doing that with you being in Australia and him being in LA? You flying out? Did you fly out for this stuff, or are you just doing it, sending each other shit?
Yeah, I usually just stay for like a week after the tour or something.
And you got 24 songs. So how many sessions did you run out there to get this project done?
This was originally like a birthday present for me for my 40th birthday, and we've been working on it for 4 years now, which doesn't make me 44. It makes me 42 somehow.
Anyway, makes me feel good to know that Bert's a couple years younger than me, and he has the same graying problems I have.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite to the same extent, but anyway.
Even a couple years younger than him, and I got the graying problems. So.
Yeah, we all got it. It's life.
You know what? It doesn't bother me at all, though.
Me either. I like it.
It's kind of like the other day.
Gives me. It's weird. I have like my natural hair color is blonde. Like the hair on top of my head is blonde, but I've always had kind of like reddish.
Yeah, it's the same with me.
Reddish.
People think like I'm a redhead, and I'm like, no, this is actually just right here.
I have black hair coming in on my beard. It's so weird. It's like black hair is popping in.
Black, red, and gray. You're like a calico cat.
It's crazy, dude. I totally am.
I'm just gonna start calling you Calico.
I'm like the Neapolitan of beards. It's like chocolate, strawberry, and vanilla all in one.